It's a lot. It can be daunting and it's a lot of work. Hi guys, it's Jeffrey and welcome back to my channel. This video is just going to be a sit-down chit-chat advice on the college search process, kind of what I did to pick my college and tips that I have for you. So before I get started on my tips, I'll just share a little bit about my kind of college search journey. I knew that I wanted to go to college, and about junior year of high school, my parents were prompting and encouraging me to start looking into where I wanted to go to college and start looking at schools. And honestly, it was really hard for me because I just didn't know what I was looking for. Like, I knew that I wanted to go away for college. Like, I didn't want to go to community college, and so my goal was to go somewhere else for college, but that was my only sense of direction, was away. So it just wasn't very helpful because I didn't know really what else I was looking for. So I started looking at the community colleges near me, and then I looked at the big state schools around me, and I just didn't like any of them. I felt like they were all the same. It was really hard. I remember during the college search process just feeling like drained, depressed, anxious. I didn't know what to do. I felt lost. I knew I wanted to go to college, and until I found what I was looking for, I didn't know what I was looking for. So you have to keep looking, look often, and look everywhere. How I found out about my school that's in the middle of the cornfields in Indiana was I was visiting my dad's side of the family, and my parents were like, well, you're looking at colleges and there's a college about 30 minutes away, let's look at it. And I'm thinking, I am not going to Indiana for school. And so I didn't even want to consider it. I remember I was mad, like we had to wake up early that day and drive 30 minutes away and look at this college, and I don't even want to go here. And it ended up being the place that I'm at college right now. That's my first little tip before I even get into the tips, is look literally everywhere and anywhere that you can. First tip is to go physically tour schools. It's one thing to look at schools online, and there's a lot of great resources online, the school and university's websites to look at, but it's just really hard to understand what the school is like unless you go there and get a feel for the school. When you go tour schools in person, you can also talk to students who go to school there, and they will often share their opinions with you, and you know that they will be honest with you. They don't hold anything back. They will tell you the truth. When you go and look at schools, it kind of helps you understand more about what you're looking for. So like, if you go and tour a big school and you're like, I don't want to go to a big school, you kind of get the sense when you go there, like, okay, this is a huge campus, there's so many buildings, oh, I don't like that, I want to go to a smaller school. Or maybe you go to a smaller school and you're like, this feels too small, this feels similar to my high school, I want something bigger. So just going and physically being present at the school, learning about the school that way will help you. If you don't have the means to go visit the school in person though, there's a lot of great virtual options now where you can take a virtual tour of the school, and some of those can definitely be helpful. But if you do have the means to go and visit the school in person, I would definitely suggest doing that. The next tip I have in picking a school is sort of narrowing down. You don't have to have your major picked, but just some programs that might interest you. So when I was looking at colleges, I knew that programs that interested me were exercise science, like that field, and then the education field. So when I was looking at schools, I wanted to make sure they kind of had both of those programs, or I just wanted to look at schools that had those programs because that was going to help influence my decision. Going into college, when I picked my college, I was planning on doing the exercise science route, and then when I got there, I actually decided, no, I want to switch. I want to do education. Even though I didn't choose to do the program that I originally thought I was going to do, it was good that I still went to a school that had both programs, because then it allowed me to switch no problem, and it wasn't like one of the field areas I was interested in they just didn't have. So my next tip I have for you is to utilize the resources at your high school. When I was in high school, they had this thing called ambiance. I'm not sure if other schools have the same thing or if it's called something else at your school, but the career counselors would come in and they would share this program with us. And what you could do is put like parameters in. So like, I'm looking for a big school, or I'm looking for a school with this program, or I'm looking in these states. And then you could like put it into a college search engine, and then it would come up with universities and colleges that you might want to attend and that might be a good fit for you. So that was really helpful in just seeing kind of like what schools are out there. So use this, and then also talking to the career counselors, because they can kind of get a sense for who you are as a person, and they know about a lot of colleges. They can help connect you with people who will get you at a school that's a good fit for you. Another thing I have to mention is you must advocate for yourself, and you must do the work. Nobody is gonna come up to you and be like, here's how you're gonna pick a college, blah, blah, blah. Like, you have to be the one that's like, okay, I wanna go to college, I wanna go to this state, I want to study this thing, I want to be at this type of school. And then you have to be the one to go to adults and ask questions and find out more information about your program. You have to be the one that takes ownership of this, because it's no longer just your education that you have to go to, that you're required by law to go to. It's your education that you're choosing to further, and so you have to take ownership of it. So my next tip is to ask questions. Ask questions of your teachers. Ask questions to the career counselors. Ask questions to admissions counselors of the colleges you're looking at. Ask questions of the students that are at those schools that you're looking at. Ask students that you know that are in college about their schools. Ask adults in your life where they went to school and how they chose their school. Asking questions is helping allow you to learn about others, and is also helping you gather more information to help make the best decision for where you go to college. Okay, the next tip is to not be afraid to ask for help. Too many times people think they got it all under control, whatever, they don't want to ask for help. I wish that I would have asked for more help, and I didn't think to do this, and it honestly, asking for help would have helped me a lot, because I just felt so lost and hopeless and I didn't know what to do, and a lot of other people were in this situation too. And I think if I would have asked for help and just talked to other people about what I was feeling, I think I wouldn't have felt as alone. I also had a lot of high school teachers that would have been willing to help me in my search journey, and towards the end, like after I had picked a school and I was more trying to pick an area of study and really like nail down what I wanted to do, I had many different conversations with my teachers, and they were so helpful. And so I wish that I would have went to them earlier, because I would have been rocking and rolling a lot sooner. But it's okay, I'm here now today. Okay, my last tip is to find the area that you are passionate about, because when you find out what you are passionate about, you will be so incredibly motivated. You will have drive and desire to accomplish your goals, it's way easier said than done to find out what you are passionate about. I did not realize that I was as passionate about education as I am today, and my passion has developed throughout my schooling. I just cannot express enough how much I love it and I enjoy what I'm doing. And so if you can find out what you are passionate about, it's gonna help you so much. It's gonna be a hard thing, and passions can change, or maybe you wanted something and you didn't realize why. But when you truly want something and you're not doing it for the money, for the fame, for whatever, like, you are gonna pour your heart and soul into it, and you're gonna succeed, you're gonna do well. And so it's just about finding what you're passionate about, what you truly enjoy doing and want to do in your life. And I think also something important is remembering that choosing a college isn't the end all be all. You can transfer if you don't like it. You can change your major. It's not like you have to make this decision and base your entire life off this one decision. You're just deciding what your next step is. And if the next step is to go here, but then once you're here, you're like, actually, I want to go over here. It's okay. Everyone's journey is different, and that's what I've found. The more I talk to people and learn from people in college is like, hey, she just transferred here junior year. That's part of her story. Well, I've been here since freshman year. Okay, well, he transferred after freshman year. Okay, like, people are transferring, people are changing their majors, and it's all part of each individual person's journey, and every journey looks different. So there's no one right way to do it. And lastly, the biggest tip that I can recommend to anyone is just to pray, because I was feeling lost and hopeless and sad and depressed and anxious during my process of searching for a college. Through prayer and seeking God's will, I found out where I was supposed to be for this part in my journey. Praise God. And I just pray that all of you can do the same and can find out where you're supposed to be. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you learned something from this video and something from my story. If you guys have any more college related questions or questions about life or anything at all, leave them in the comments down below. I would love to answer them and to talk with you guys more. If you learned something in this video or just enjoyed watching it, please give it a thumbs up and click subscribe so that you do not miss any of my other videos. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.